Well, it's about time to give credit where credit's due. This video will examine a range of quality toys which I've been finding at a retailer in Australia called The Reject Shop. For some inexplicable reason, Australia seems to be struck with some of the highest toy prices seen around the world. It's been a very pleasant surprise to find good quality toys at rock bottom prices in their retail stores. I go to their stores frequently and I see some stock lines walking out the door faster than they can put them on the shelves. So quite often it's first in, best dressed to nab a bargain. Well, they put out catalogues that look like this. Their company logo looks like this. They're in Australia. I buy thousands and thousands of dollars worth of toys in a year. I'm very keyed into how much things cost. I'm finding the Reject Shop has some fantastic value. I've got no connection to this company. I've got to say this up front. They do not know I'm making this video. And there's an example there. Hot Wheels cars, Matchbox cars, $2 a pop. They had quite a range of these Transformer vehicles and they were selling them for $10 a car. This is a 2010 licensed toy. It's by Hasbro. It's very good. It looks nice. And it's one of the simpler of the Transformer toys for younger children. Just by pressing the back here, it'll do its thing. Things pop out. It looks nice and fancy. And the reset it is very simple. Just pull that back down and it's back in one piece. The next one up is also a Transformer toy. It's a little bit more complex. It's for ages 5 and up. And there's a vehicle from the series. I can see this is a 2010 licensed product. It's made by Hasbro as well. And it's a little bit more complex than the one we just looked at. And it's the sort of thing that if I started pulling it apart, even with my small brain, I'm going to have trouble getting this back together. They can be quite complex little toys, but they're loads of fun. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and get that back together. And there it is, all pulled apart. I don't know if I've got it right or not. It's amazing how intricate and complex these toys are. It's amazing that it's only $10. Well, some of you may be thinking, well, why is Leo getting all hyped up about these toy prices? Well, let's say you're from the USA and you come and visit my country. You're going to get a dollar for dollar exchange rate. And what I'd like you to do is then go to the toy stores in Australia, and hopefully you would know the toy prices in the USA quite well, considering you'd be Americans. Then report back to me and tell me what you think. Then you'll understand what this video is all about. I told you I couldn't do it. I couldn't even cope with a toy aimed at 5-year-olds. They had some Pop Tropica plushies there, and you know what, I always thought Pop Tropica plushies were only available at Toys R Us. Reject Shop had some too. If I remember what price they were, I'll go and put it in the more info area. I'm sure they're still there. There was a Shark Boy as well. And there is the tag on this Pop Tropica toy, and when I purchased this, it came with a code as well to unleash stuff in Pop Tropica. They have the party animals there, those cute bears who wear costumes. On the back there is the reminder I paid $6 for this, and my daughter absolutely loves these bears. While there, when she was younger, she was right into those toys. Now, these really nicely detailed die-cast battle machine cars and trucks. These are $3 each. Well, I think it's worth having a closer look at this toy. It's a 2009 toy. It's lovely detailing on this. There's some interesting features I can see. It's got this gun turret at the back that moves. It's got some spikes there on the back as well. It's got some nice chrome work going on. The wheels look good on this. The detailing looks good on this. It just looks like an angry truck. It's actually called a battle rig in the series. Look at the spikes on the front there. Look at those 2 Gatling guns on the front there. This is boy heaven. And here's another vehicle in this series. It's a 69 Chevy Camaro SS. Once again, it looks fantastic. Look at the back there. I like the way there's no windows. It's just these black slots. And it's always the devil is in the detail of these. You're paying for detail. Once again, look at there's a big gun here. Like a massive minigun or Gatling gun or whatever you want to call them. Fantastic for $3. I like it. I like it a lot. And I know someone's going to say, why didn't you do a close-up of the gun? Well, there it is. Just a mean, Mad Maxi looking vehicle in so many ways. And possibly it's very good for me to do this as well. Put a Hot Wheels car next to that Battle Machines vehicle. The Battle Machines vehicle is a slightly larger scale. To me, it's got lots more sort of manky details that I like. But Hot Wheels have got it over everything else because they just have endless amounts of variety. It did surprise me to see some Lego stuff at the reject shop. This one is Ninjago articulated figure with clip-on battle sound base. There's my reminder, I only paid $4 for this. That's fantastic because Lego minifigures in Australia by themselves are $5. And there's obviously a series of these. I do remember seeing these in the shops, but I can't remember how much they were for. I remember thinking, oh, they're a bit overpriced. Maybe that's why they've ended up at the reject shop. This one's not coming out of the box because it would make a lovely prize for someone down the track. As we saw earlier in the vehicle, Hot Wheels cars at the reject shop are $2 a pop. There's some good variety there. The stock turns over a fair bit. The normal price in Australia I see for Hot Wheels cars can be anything $2.50, maybe $2.30. I've seen it as high as $3.50 if you go to a service station. The reject shop also has the competitor, but owned by the same company, the Matchbox vehicles. Talk about no competition. Again, $2 for a vehicle. Wow, these seem a little bit heavier, a bit more meat in this. I think this one here looks rather nice, doesn't it? I'm not going to pull this out of the box because it'll make a nice prize for someone down the track. Well, I'm moving on to something which I know a fair bit about now. This is the Chuggington Interactive. It does things like this and talks to other engines. At the reject shop, this is a $5 toy. It's a very impressive toy for $5. I could go down to another shop just around the corner from the reject shop where I'd buy this, and I would pick the same toy up for $20 to $25. I don't know how or why it's for $5, but if I was you, I'd be buying this. It's an excellent toy at that price. And what is very nice, they have had all these models in there at their shop. It's not as if they've just got one or two, they've had a whole range. And what I've noticed is that they sell pretty fast. And like all the toys that I've shown so far in this video, anything which is half decent and a good price sells out real fast. There was also these Chuggington die-cast vehicle sets. They're double sets in each packet here. Some of these are ones that I have not seen, and we might have a bit of a closer inspection of these. They were $5 a pop. Well, let's kick off with this first pair. It's Frostini's ice cream cars. Obviously these get dragged along by Frostini. In true Chuggington die-cast style, these have got lots of detail. They are very in key with what you see in the TV series. And let me get this in my hand so I can show you some more details. If I spin the wheels here, those little musical instruments are bobbing up and down and dancing. Well, I can see a refrigeration unit here at the front on this ice cream van, and I can close the door so the ice cream stay nice and cold. Looking underneath, I can see it's a 2010 licensed toy. Next up is Hodge with a hopper car. And what I should also say is when I've seen toys like this, that's the double sets, I think they've been around between $11 to $14, maybe $15 in Australia. So at $5, this is an absolute steal. You know, my son loves his Thomas, but he also loves his Chuggers as well. He has both railways playing in the house. And there's the hopper car, and of course the load inside is removable. Well, the next one is Kelly's Fire and Rescue cars. They look fantastic, and in true Chuggington style, they are the colours that you see in the series. It is just like the vehicles that you will see on TV. And let's have a closer look and see what features each of these have. I'm pretty sure if Hodge was in trouble, this little vehicle would come along and get him back on the tracks. It's got some good articulation. It does all sorts of things. It swivels around. It goes up and down. It's really nice. And if there's a fire, you're going to need something to put it out. Obviously, this is what does it. It swivels around. It would be shooting and spraying water or foam. It's really nice. What's interesting about this is it reminds me of something that you'd possibly see coming out of Thunderbird 2's pod. That was my first thought when I saw it. Well, the next one is the training cars. It's a little bit of a funny one because it's got a sound feature, and if I stop it here and kick it off, makes that funny little sound. And also this piece on the front here moves up and down. I wish I knew what it did. I don't. And like all the other bits and bobs we've just looked at, it's beautiful to look at. It's very Chuggington, and it's eye candy that little kids like. Let's hear that sound again. And here they are in a very merry lineup. And what is most curious about Chuggington with me is I have so many people say, "Hey Leo, we've never seen this stuff in the shops, we can't find it." And you know what, I'll be honest here, there are some models in front of me there that I've never seen in normal retailers. The first time I've seen these is in the reject shop. So all of this is becoming like a giant Chuggington mystery. And I know we all love a good mystery. For $15 I picked up this 5-piece gift set, which has a playmat as well. I might squeeze in an unboxing shot here that sometimes gets people excited. Whoa! Come on, chuggers! And they're all wrapped up in a bubble wrap. I remember it was a while back now when I bought my first lot of Chuggington toys, and one of the sets came with a playmat like this. It's feeling a bit sticky. Probably been in there for zonkos. But that's what it looks like. I'm not going to pull it completely apart. It's got some rails that you throw your chuggers on and you run around like mad. Well, I'm not going to pull the chuggers out of there because we can see what's in this box by looking at the box. We've got Wilson, we've got Coco, we've got Brewster, we've got Matabo, and we've got the elephant that he drags around at times. And you know what? I'm going to give this away. Okay, so let's do something a little bit radical here. The first person to write in the comment and tell me who bought Learning Curve. What is the company's name that bought Learning Curve and you now see on new Chuggington stock? The first person to write that company name down will win this. I will send it out to you in this very special word, giveaway. So in this last set I just looked at, one which has been given away, let's do some maths and see how much each vehicle cost. $15 that cost me. So 15 divided by 5 equals $3 a vehicle. That is an amazing price. Thank you, Reject Shop. You will find Chuggington playsets there at the Reject Shop. This one was $15. Fix and Go Repair Shed, Action playset. These sets sell real fast there. The set comes with Brewster. And on the back of the box there's a little synopsis of what goes on here. Goes around, there's a bit of action there to do a bit of repairing, tilt and repair. And you come through and there's a wash area as well. So there's like 3 zones of playability in this playset. If you're going to review this playset, it would be really important to point out these 3 key features. I'm feeling crazy, so let's do something a little bit radical here. I'm going to give this set away, and listen up very carefully, please. Send through to this video a video of a Thomas & Friends toy review that you have done. In a few weeks' time, I will choose a review and send this toy to you for you to review. If you pull together a nice review of this playset, remembering there could be some good points and bad points, I will put the video up on my channel for a length of time. So those sending me toy reviews to have a look at, and the video response, possibly I'll be looking for someone who doesn't waste time and is fairly concise in telling a story about a toy. And please, I only want to be dealing with people who are sincere in doing this review and not just grabbing the toy for the sake of grabbing it. Next cab off the rank is another Chuggington gift set. It's the Deluxe gift set with playmat. It was $15 at the Reject Shop. Now it's funny, I remember buying this, it seems like maybe a couple of years back. Certainly bought this one, and I've got a funny feeling I paid around $25 for it. When you get a plastic fantastic playmat, but you also get these characters. You get Brewster, you get Kelly, you get Hodge, you get Seffy, you get Chatsworth, you get a rescue crane. So let's do the sums on this. You get 6 vehicles, that was $15, so 15 divided by 6 equals, what fantastic figure we're going to have this time? $2.50 a vehicle. That's utterly amazing. Considering I heard that this stuff was so hard to find in some parts of the world, if you're one of those people, tell me in this video, leave a comment. I'll look at your comment, I will look at your channel, I'll see how good you have been to me in the feed, and I will contact you and I will send it to you. It's that simple. Do not spam me, just be nice, and I will find a nice new home for this set. Next on the cards is the Wilson carry case, and it comes with 3 vehicles. This cost me only $15 at you know where. So let's get into this puppy and check it out. Yeah. Come on, Wilson, this won't hurt one bit. Got a great big plastic thingy over it. Whoa. Yeah, Wilson. Well, let's have a tour around. It looks nice. It's large, I'll tell you that. It's very large. And we've still got the tag on the back. There's a handle on the top. I think I'm going to have to crack this open to see how it looks inside. And before I do crack it, I should point out that this thing's got wheels. So it's like a ginormous rolling Wilson. Oh, we love opening things up. You never know what you're going to find inside. Well, we sort of know. Wow. Oh, there's our little friends waiting to be born. Well, it looks like we've got Irving. We have got Zeffy. And we've got Brewster, the alpha male. And one thing I'm curious about, will the longer format Thomas & Friends engines fit in this storage device? Yep, looks like Diesel 10 has snuck in there. I think he's a pretty firm fit, but he's in. You know, I have seen this storage case for a much bigger price in another shop. $15 for all that. That's a mighty good deal in my books. And I do like this choice of Chuggington characters as a threesome. It's a very nice way to get into Chuggington with those three. Well, next item up is a Thomas & Friends item. First time I've really seen Thomas & Friends stuff in the reject shop. It's a storage box and it only cost me, down there, $15. And well, once I've made this thing up, it's actually quite large. And look at the wonderful artwork on the top. Let me tilt it over and bang it down. There we go. 3 heroes on the front there. It looks fantastic. My son is going to love this storage box. There's Thomas's face. He's looking down for some reason. There's James's face looking cheerful. And look at Percy, he's starting to look like Stay Puft. I've actually been attacked by giant mosquitoes during this video. I suppose it's one better than being attacked by giant spiders. What is that mosquito doing? Probably thinks that's some flesh. What's it doing there? I'll fix you, you nasty looking beast. Dead. Well, the tag on this box is telling me it's a 2009 licensed product. If you sit on its side, you could sort of use it as a Thomas & Friends cubby hole. That's what kids love. They love to get into holes and hide. Next up is a doodah that you hang in your doodah. You know, one of those things that you hang. What's their names? Oh, that's right, wardrobe organizer. And guess how much it cost me? $15. The way these work is they've got some Velcro doodah on top, and you would put that around the bar at the top of your wardrobe. And then all of a sudden it's hanging, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger! In fact, it's so big I've had to lay it on its side. I'll turn the camera aside to show you it very quickly. Thomas & Friends logo there. We've got Thomas in the first bay. We've got James in the second bay. We've got Percy in the third bay. Put your underwear where Percy is. And we've got that trio of speed demons down the bottom. Well, there you go. There's my 5 cents on the reject shop. A retailer in Australia. It's a shop that I go to a fair bit. You've got to reward retailers that are doing the right thing. The reject shop has a habit of getting in some very good quality stock and selling it at a very good price. Sure, some of these toys might be getting a little bit old. Maybe they weren't as popular as the toy manufacturers would have liked, but the reject shop is clearing them out. And I can assure you that some of this stuff moves super fast. If you're in another part of the world, leave a comment and let us know if there's a shop like this in your part of the world, so you can say, well, I'm from the USA or a state in the USA and I go to this shop. Because I think we all need to know about shops like this, and we're going to be far better off if we know where to go to get a good bargain. And as always, thank you very much for your time in watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and good luck to whoever gets what's given away in this video.
The fail reel has been omitted from this video due to a number of complaints from YouTubers. Sorry for any inconvenience. If you enjoy the